Hello everyone, my name is Pukar Dhital. I'm an English instructor and today we'll be going through Grade 7 English. We'll be covering the chapter Instructions. So let's begin the class.
Alright, so in today's class we'll be working on the leaflet. Okay, so I'll explain to you what leaflet is later. For now, let's begin with the match the following first of all. Okay, so here's the match the following. Now here are two parts to it. Now one is here and the other one would be right here. Okay. See, so let's begin here. So let's do one thing. What we can do is let's name it number A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now, let me help you with F here. Turn to G. Take one pill. H. Go to D. Traffic lights and number I is come and see. And number J is put that. Okay. Now here, up, turn left, the sofa. So this is edge. And about it, me next week is the last one. So okay. So it continues. Remember, it continues from here to there. Now the idea here, let's go here to here. Okay. Now the idea here is that combining these two phrases here, we make an imperative sentence. Okay. Remember what I talked about imperative sentence? So in my last class I did mention imperative sentence. Alright, in case for revision, any sentences, alright, which expresses commands, requests, advice, or suggestions. Alright, so imperative sentence expresses commands, requests, advice, or suggestions. Alright, so look at this. Now what we'll do is, now we'll start numbering it. Stand behind the, remember the idea here is that by matching, it becomes an imperative sentence. Okay? Stand behind the line, please. When you combine this and makes it and forms a sentence, it becomes imperative sentence because it is expressing requests. See? Tell me all. Here you go. This is B. About it. Tell me all about it. That's a command. See? It's a command. That's why it becomes imperative sentence. Shut up. Command. Again, it becomes imperative. Alright. Number D. Come in. It becomes again imperative. Take your feet off the sofa. Again, it becomes imperative. Okay. So you can now match the following here. You go from F, G, H, I, Z. It's on the other side. So you match the following and make it imperative sentence. Okay. So let's move further. Now, do you know what is a leaflet? What is a leaflet? See, the definition would be a leaflet is a small sheet, flat or folded of printed material meant to provide information or advertisement. See, a leaflet is a small sheet of paper, flat or folded, of printed material, and something is printed there. Now, what is its purpose? It is meant to provide. It provides a very precise information. Okay. The information might not be in detail, but yet it will provide you those information that ought to be known, all right? Or it might be a form of advertisement as well. And of course, I'm sure you must have seen at least in one way or the other some forms of leaflet. Sometimes a political party gives away a leaflet, sometimes any religious group gives you a leaflet, sometimes some educational institution gives you a leaflet, sometimes some advertising company or any commodities or products when it's launched in the market, they provide you a leaflet. So through that, it's an easy means to advertise something or an easy means through which an information can be flowed. Alright? Now, the thing is, even a school has a leaflet because of course schools need student, right? And for the promotion of a school, it might be very mandatory or necessary to provide leaflet around the locality or in the community so that people would know about school, let's say, for instance. Okay, I'm sure you've seen leaflet, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Now that you know what leaflet is, have a look at this question. All right, we focus on this particular question. Collect some leaflets of a school. Now, you want a leaflet of a school. Remember, it could be a single piece of printed paper, or it can be something at the same time folded here. All right, it can be folded at the same time. Okay, and where you can, look on the outside, and here will be a picture, right? And of course, on the inside again, there will be something written and there are pictures. So this time you collect some leaflet of a school in your area, read the content of the leaflet and list down the following. Now, after you read down the content, it's like a project work, by the way. All right. Now, and then you could figure out, hey, in the leaflet of that particular school which you have collected, have they mentioned any special subjects taught in the school? Or have they mentioned about the extracurricular activities? Or is there anything that would deal with dates for the test, first term, how they conduct first term, or how they conduct the second term? Now, you know what? After you collect all this information, compare the same with that of your school. All you do is you compare the other school leaflet with the leaflet of your school. And your homework is to list down what you have figured out. Your homework is to list down these topics and compare with your school. Maybe when you compare it, you can talk about two things. You can talk about what was the similarity you found, and you can also talk about the dissimilarity, what are not similar. All right. So then you can write down what are similar things that you found between your school and the other schools, and what are the dissimilarities that you have found. Dissimilarities that you have found, like what is it that your school has something that's extra, or perhaps maybe there's something that your school lacks. Okay, so you can just jot down those points. Okay, and of course this you can do it, and of course this you can do it as your homework. Okay, now that you've known about leaflet, now you know what you can also do it as a homework is write a leaflet on how to prepare your favorite food and present it to the class. Now you're making a leaflet on how to, on how to prepare your favorite food and present it to your class. Remember, leaflet can be a single piece of paper, and of course feel free to show your creativity, okay? And I'm sure you're way more creative than I am. See, I'm not quite good at drawings here. Oops. It can be folded on the inside, and by the way, you can have here multiple fold as well. There's no restriction to it, and try not to give too much of detailed information. You can feel free to draw a picture. You can feel free to draw a picture here, and you can feel free to write a content here. So you can feel free to write a content here. Try to make it short and sweet, okay? And be colorful. That means you got to be creative. There's no limitation to your creativity here. Try to make it colorful. Try to be very creative with your work. All right. So then you can make a leaflet on how to prepare your favorite food. And of course, you can take perhaps 2 days to do this work. And then after it's done, present it in your classroom. Okay. Now look at this. Here is the abbreviation. Okay. And here are the symbol number, and here are the word, which words are written in short form, and you got to figure out its full form here. All right. Now these abbreviated words here, they all have a full form on this side. For instance, I'm going to go for 3 here. Okay. So for instance, PVT means it stands for, this is number 1, right? It means, here you go, private. See? Similarly, MR, see here, abbreviated form, MR stands for Mr. And similar, DR stands for, MR is number 6, sorry. Alright, so this is number 6, and doctor stands for, DR stands for doctor. And of course, UL stands for, volume is number 3. It's VOL for volume, okay? So just try to fill in the blanks. I mean, match the following. Just try to match the following. And I'm sure you'll get it all right. That's number 9 for you guys. And finally, all right, before I conclude this chapter, one more homework to you guys. All right, this is, again, a project work. And again, you prepare a leaflet here. And again, a leaflet on the theme is, your theme for the leaflet is health and hygiene. Okay, and after, you see, people are very careless in our country, don't you think? They don't quite care about their good health, and they litter here and there. So maybe it's time to raise awareness that why one should be very careful about one's health and be hygienic, right? So to cover this theme, on how to maintain health and hygiene, you can prepare a leaflet on these 3 topics. How to brush your teeth, right? Now, your leaflet should teach how to brush the teeth. Now, how to keep your community clean. Again, your leaflet should teach how to keep your community clean. And of course, finally, your leaflet should include or must include how to maintain personal health. Maintain personal health. See? So you can prepare a leaflet on these 3 topics. Remember, the theme is health and hygiene. All right, you can take time to do this project work. Maybe you can take around 3 days time, and then finally, or you can work in a group here, a group of maybe 5 or 2, and then present it in front of your classroom. And of course, you can have all your leaflet hung from the ceiling, or you can paste it on the wall. All right, or maybe you can literally go around in your community and share a leaflet and create awareness in your locality. That you can do. Okay, so thank you very much. And if you have any queries, feel free to email us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you very much.